Okay, so we're here once again in Sword Factory X, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get instant machines within the game. Now, I have covered this before in a video, however it was kind of like a hidden tip I guess in one of the older videos. So what I'm going to do is make an actual video on it properly and kind of just show off how to get instant machines no matter what your actual level is of your machine. Now, as you can see right now, I do have all these just kind of set up to level 100. Most likely people have way beyond level 100 already anyways. So what we're going to do is basically show off how you get instant machines. So right now obviously my machines are more or less set up to be going instantly, and I'm going to show you basically how these machines are going instantly right now. Obviously they are only level 100, and I know some people might have like level 500 machines, however they aren't working instantly. And the thing that actually basically depends on the time on the machine is actually the luck setting that you have on it. Now, the higher the luck setting you set, the longer the machine will take. So as you can see here right now, we have the time left here of the appraiser just at the top here, but we have this on a ×1 luck, so it basically goes through instantly because it's just on a low luck setting, meaning that it just wants to go through instantly anyways. However, if we go ahead now and set this to 16 times, as you can see, it actually jumps up to 7.5 seconds because it's on a higher luck setting. Now, as you can see as well with my molder, right now we actually have it on to level 300, and if you come down here real quick and set it up to 128 times, this is most likely what most people will have their machine set as, but as you can see it takes 35 seconds for this to complete, which is way too much time. So obviously the lower the luck setting you put on it, the quicker the machine will go through. However, obviously you don't want to have it on normal luck or the ×1 luck because you're not going to get any luck added to your machine. So what I'm going to do now is show you guys basically each level and each luck level on that part, which will actually get you an instant part on the machine. So right now we have my molder set up to a level 300, and we're just going to have to wait real quick whilst this goes down. So once a new part comes through here right now, as you can see, 1 time it goes through instantly, 2 times will also go through instantly, 4 times it will also go through instantly, 8 times it should go through instantly as well. And then obviously once we get to 16 times, it does take a little bit of a while. And again, I do have the faster machines game pass, which does help. However, once you do this kind of trick, you're really only going to be saving like half a second if you have the faster machines game pass. That's how OP it is. It basically gives you faster machines game pass for free. So basically, as you can see right now, for the 8 times better luck at level 300, that basically gives me an instant part on the machine. Now, as you can see, for some reason my machines have kind of stopped a minute. There you go. So as you can see, if you are around level 300 on your machines, you want to be setting them to 8 times luck. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is prestige each and every time and actually check which part of the machine or which level still grants instant luck whilst having the higher luck settings on. So obviously we've gotten 350 now, and that does still mean that 8 times luck will still be instant. However, does that mean that 16 times luck will be instant as well? And for some reason my machine is honestly playing up right now at the worst time. And as you can see, once you get up to level 350 on your machines, that is then when you can go ahead and actually set the super luck option or the 16 times luck option onto your machines and still get an instant effect. So once you get up to level 350, you can then go ahead and set it up to 16 times to still get instant machines, which is really good. If we go ahead and actually set this now to 32 times, without my machine honestly being the worst right now. Is it because I have my appraiser set? Okay, I need to turn my appraiser down. That is honestly my bad. So right now we have our mold up to level 350, and we have the 32 times luck option on, and as you can see it takes around 6 seconds or 7 seconds to get this bit done, which obviously again is going to be a long time, which is going to be spent too much time basically. So we'll go ahead now and upgrade this up to level 400 and set it again to the 32 times luck option. Once this next sword comes through, as you can see right now, it actually still takes 5 seconds. So this honestly is going to actually have to be upgraded quite a bit. So we'll go ahead and stick this up now to level 500, and then we put this on to 532 times. As you can see, still 32 times luck is still too much. So we're going to actually get this up to 550, as you can see now. And once you get your machine up to level 550, that is then basically when you actually can technically unlock the 32 times mega luck option on your machine to still get the instant machine effect. And again, if we go ahead now and check the 64 times, as you can see, once again it takes around 6 or 5 seconds, So we're going to again have to upgrade our machines quite a bit right now, without obviously changing the thing on there. So I'll go ahead now and set this up to a 650, and check now, is the hyperlook option good enough? Not quite yet, so this might have to be level 700 or 750. Let's have a quick look right now. So we have this up to level 700. And yeah, there we go. So once you get your machines to level 700, that is then when you can technically unlock the hyperlook 64 times option to still have instant machines going through. And again, this is the same for all of the machines apart from one, which we'll go over in a little second. Then obviously we have the last look option, as you can see now, the 128 times option. And honestly, you're going to need quite a lot of money to be able to unlock this option, but we'll try and figure out basically how high you need your machine to still have instant machines on the 128 times godly luck option. So right now we're up to level 700, and we're going to have to actually get this up very, very high. As you can see now, 850, 900, and I'm telling you now, I bet 900 is still nowhere near quick enough or near enough high enough. So let's have a quick look right now, just to let this machine go through for a couple of seconds and wait for the next sword to come through. So the next sword comes through, and as you can see, it still takes 5 seconds, even on level 900, which obviously means that we're going to have to upgrade this even more. 950, and there we go, we're up to level 1000 now. And is level 1000 good enough? Nearly, very, very nearly. As you can see, it is now taking 1 second or 1.1, and for obviously those who don't have the faster machines game pass, it will take around 2.2 seconds if you do have the godly luck option set with a level 1000 machine. Now, I'm not really too sure if I have enough money right now to actually go ahead and jump this up to a level 1050, which I don't, unfortunately. So basically, you're going to need over level 1000 to be able to use that last luck option. So if we're going to go ahead now real quick and just let me refund all of my upgrades like so. And the next thing we actually need to check out is the upgrader. Now, the upgrader actually works a little bit differently in the fact that some of these luck options can actually work on easier levels to get. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now, obviously beforehand we got our machine up to level 550, and we actually unlocked that 42 times luck option. However, this will obviously unlock a little bit earlier on the upgrader just because it works a bit differently. So as you can see now, we're currently up to level 400, and literally this upgrader already works instantly on level 400 on the 32 times luck option, whereas beforehand we needed level 550 to unlock that 32 times luck option in our instant machines, which is honestly kind of crazy. So we will go ahead now and look on the hyperlook real quick and just wait for our machines to come through real quickly. As you can see now, it is a little bit slower down here. However, I think beforehand we had to get it up to level, I think it was level 700. However, honestly, I'm just going to get this up to level 600, and I'm pretty positive this will still work on 64 times. So wait for our little thing to come through, and as you can see, a whole 100 levels before, this still works on 64 times, that on the level 600 instead of level 700. So as you can see, the upgrader does actually work a little bit differently compared to other ones, and obviously that means you can actually unlock that 128 times luck option a little bit earlier. So what we'll go ahead and do right now is just kind of bump this up to, I think, like level 800 maybe. We'll check what level 800 is on our upgrade, and what I'm going to go ahead and do actually as well is just quickly bump up all these so the machines are working a little bit quicker. So as you can see, level 800 isn't quite quick enough, so we'll get this up to level 850 real quick like so, and put it up to the 128 option. And as you can see, a whole 150 levels before we can actually use the 128 option. So honestly, if you're around like a level 300, maybe like a 310, you will be able to use this 128 option, because I'm pretty sure by the time you're around a level 310, you'll most likely have all your machines up to at least like level 850 or something like that. So yeah, basically once you get to 850 on your upgrader, that is when you can then use that godly luck. However, when it comes to all of the other machines, once you're at 850, you will have to use the 64 times luck, just because that is basically when they work instantly on that. Now, one thing to note as well is that upgrading your conveyor will make your machines much quicker. As you can see here, we've got this maxed out right now, and it is way quicker than it was before. But the conveyor doesn't affect the actual time on the machines. All it does is it just shifts the swords quicker to the next part of the machine, which is also a really good thing. So basically what you're going to need, what I'm going to go ahead and do now is just set up all of my machines to 850 real quick. It's going to take a little bit of a while, so I'll just probably cut this bit out. But basically, once you get all your machines up to something, I'm going to show you in a minute. So let me just get all these up to 850 and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've upgraded my machines to more or less where they should be. I have actually upgraded the appraiser just a little bit down, just to kind of show off again what the different look options are. So if we go ahead now, it seems like we've got all these upgraded. We'll go ahead and stick all of these on 64 times real quick, just like so. Even the upgrader and the appraiser, like so. And as you can see now with these options here, with 64 times look, they are going through instantly through each part of this machine, like so, as you can see here. However, obviously with the appraiser being all the way up, or well, all the way down at 550 instead of 850 or whatever, it is going to be a little bit slow. So obviously with the 550, you're going to have to put this down to 32 times look, and it will work instantly. So if we're going to go through this again just real quick, for all these machines at the top at 850, you can just stick these on to 64 times look. Again, that option unlocks more or less at the 700 level mark. Again, for the upgrader at this level, you can go ahead and actually stick this on to 128 times and it will still work instantly. The enchant are obviously again the same at the 64 times. Obviously it is a higher level than all of them, but it is still just a little bit too far down. And then obviously for the appraiser, because it is such a lower level at 550 compared to the rest of them, we are going to have to put this down to the 32 times look option. So quickly to recap over all of this video, basically 300 and below you're going to be wanting to use 8 times look, or maybe like a lower option just depending on how new you are to the game. At 350 you can go ahead then and use the 16 times look. At 550 you can go ahead then and use the 32 times look. Level 700 you can use the 64 times look, and if you're beyond the 1000 level mark, that is then when you'll unlock that 128 times look option. So hopefully this did help you out a little bit, and this should basically, for all those people who have been asking me and stuff how to get instant machines, hopefully this video has helped you a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.